Yes, The Speaker.
And sustained public trust was also marked February 2026 and scheduled to recess on the 27th of March 2026. The House and indeed the nation remains deeply grateful to Almighty God for the guidance, protection, and special grace He bestowed upon us. It is God and nothing else that enabled us to successfully conclude the first session of the 9th Parliament. By His providence, we are gathered here today, 1 year into the life of the 9th Parliament, with renewed sense of purpose and commitment to serve our dear nation and its people. Honorable members, it is my hope that the recess afforded you the opportunity to receive feedback from our people, reflect, and to replenish your capabilities for a strenuous and focused business of this second session of the 9th Parliament. Honorable members, during the first session, Parliament made steady progress in the discharge of its constitutional mandate. Notable among our achievements were the orientation of new members, the constitution and operationalization of the committees of the House, and the consideration and passage of bills, constitutional and statutory instruments, as well as other essential parliamentary business. These accomplishments reflect the collective efforts of honorable members, parliamentary leadership, committees, officers of the parliamentary service, and civil society organizations. I want to take this opportunity to commend the leadership and all members and staff for your dedication and hard work. Notwithstanding these achievements, we must also acknowledge with candor the challenges we encountered during the period under review. The first session tested us in many important ways. It tested our endurance and adherence to parliamentary discipline, our tolerance for different views, and our collective commitment to the traditions, customs, and conventions that sustain the democratic culture of Parliament. These trying moments invite us to reflect not merely on events, but on the standards we set for ourselves as custodians of the people's mandate. It is through such reflection that institutions learn lessons, mature, and become stronger. Accordingly, I wish to inform the House that the Speakership, together with leadership of the House, is planning to observe the one-year anniversary of the inception of the 9th Parliament. This event will provide an opportunity for deeper introspection into the operations, conduct, and the lived experiences of the first session of the 9th Parliament, with a view to distilling lessons to guide the work and conduct of business during the second session. The date for this observance and the detailed program outline will be communicated to honorable members and the public in due course. Let me underline, honorable members, that this occasion will be institutionalized at the commencement of each session to serve as a means of taking stock of the conduct and performance of Parliament during the preceding session and to enable us to take measures to guard proceedings in the session that follows. The past year was also marked by moments of deep sorrow and grief for the entire nation.
Jamagana phone nyina kwa ba enano pay at the Benit 100.9 Jumedie ye freno the Torchlight na Torchlight ye tena se ya na eyo man no mun komo ene ye ba bedi sama godo a ye behwe na ye de aboa ye man no eno ena ye bedi ho enkomo eti ba bibia wo bia memo akwa ba am gidi se bibia ekoso kamade ene ensamni bia ye behwe eye nsem a ye nyina yenim se ekoso ewo ye manyimo emu ba akone se ene majority leader Honorable Mahama Yariga enam se oye leader of the government business edrugana mrashebedwa fie ho a odi atudwa se aban no ye nhyehyɛ no de mra e de akwa akoto Ghana mrashebedwa fie na eye koroka se madam fo no ko US no ka koroka no em se ye yifiri odi o mekasa ebiem Kotoka International Airport ye beye edin Kotoka na free ho ni aye no Accra International Airport na ebibisa se na we no edinfaso dia be na bebre yen was significant impact bi enam se esusu se owura Kotoka odi ku na eribedi ade so enti eba ne sana na ye democratic era ni yewomu no entwamfo ni yie enti yebedi hu komo ehihye ya aben eye New Patriotic Party elections omo ye enei party mpanyimfo dodo na ene minority eye MPP mrashebedwafo eko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne fie eko man congratulations womo eko man tirinkwa soronko ewo ne fie and the party mpanyimfo akukudama womu nyina akoma congratulations na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aka se emprempren ya ne manum ya se party timi ya adwuma ebema asomdwei ene odo ne ntiase atimatena party ni mu na wo matimi dia forge ahead na wo ma che eye aba edi wo manim 2028 se wo matimi di nkunim iti eno so ebo kwa ye bedi ho nkomo na finance minister waka se ehun ahia se Ghana wo hwe eye noama odoma nkoma ne de ache yen no ete se aduane yenya aduane bebre ewo ye manyimu na yedi bie de ebeka na yesan de bi kra akoma afoforo ese yetimi eye oman a yenuane de ente se aduane boye kra ye bebisa se waka ne sei no anamo ben ene yetu e de afa ho ete na nwumre nsem bi sei ene ye ba bedi ho komo awodi 100.9 bidin de Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN Pius Bedu Bansen ebom chidom producer obom chidom ha okokoko Francis ni Juliana yem studio assistant na media seda ama engineers achuagbo na ejare na aboaje na media seda ma Dr. Father Dixon na executive producer general manager Kennedy Asante OSEI Esquire bomo ene ebom chidom ye de Torchlight ye de bra with neat 100.9 okọ Facebook no so ayedem neat 100.9 FM neat 100.9 FM YouTube channel no one ye despite media and also kwa obehu ye live ewo ho mame kwa ma no so na mene osofo san ya amanyoni a brano ye ne didi nkomo Reverend Christian Kwabena Andrews oye kandini edema amanyuku a ye frɛ no Ghana Union Movement ye ne no eni nkomo papa anwumre ya mo adwo
me that me na me chia no ti fo na ta ko nyina so
etie fojo so pa na pom te sen yo
ya me ato mo ko so sai nyina da bia te no wa ya na o so boy ho ba
ya de nyame ase good na edika ma me sha se free MPP wo mo primary se no mo ye wo de wani di akire na dia wo mo ye no adesuade bi gomu a mo amanyokuofo aka no ese mutumi so free mana
se muma ban temso na omoto etimi eyi omo private no because they are not bringing no se echebibre ya na hadwen and after so kwan bi on fa so say what is executive and ne private no atena ache enkosunyi wo mo anskana omo ba beyi foforo no ebebo aboa isan se koba se ye kolobi akopen kopo for na be wremo ankopo ni se odobebe position tino kobe tweet come ankopo aye campaign do ma be wremo ba be to aba mo na akodi wrong answer nti eye se omo ma brand no a tina mu to aba e de man de wa brand se de de wa brand ba be tini mu no so wa brand mu tino obekoso aye adwumaden isan se ikodi de wa be bin temo ebi akobeto to apa so kene makro efuyi atu de nyame ase sekere Japan elutu ye nyame na media kuzamano se olutu ye tanse wonye obi a se MPP post so obi a ono eba bontin be ka se MPP boy akompo ba bontin be ka jo se me nu se me party we bring for elutu Ghana elutu after bibia I don't think we are o se bi do mani almost obedi delegate me do must tu champagne o amframom de mawo o ya de to ma Dr. Baumia so ata babi ti Baumia so e se ni kura te on ko to onye adwumade so be party de party a so position no so gbemu se be a ma NDC won to jira mo na fi na omuso moduma mo yana timi akoyi baba umia onya hwiye onya sase no bia kana nkabo mu ye prenkabo mu but onya hwi omba ne ba kompete o sase bibire wa estabo bi nya no nka o pe ne senjere o omo ne na o na djuma o nyina o ye meka no
okay na papa ya ken na wo say honorable Kennedy wo so de otu champagne
me tu champagne the pump from the mom to tiano.
Who to champagne at the ama delegates etutia honorable Kennedy.
Yes.
Ade na wo person ko o just obebe ho kra ho.
Oh, well, any question we have to be most of it. And MPP for anybody. It's not that also me from for.
Oh,
Also, one yanko for one year Jimmy for. Almost so many munyanta. What can you know? What they say, and 1 year in a campaign quality MPP abide. What they say, and 1 NDC was so many campaign MPP abide. And Omulushi, and every after the poor money. And the delegates, the only 2 years when you have to tell the plan, and also, that's a command 9.5. Nanka or the Kufia, no one say, also the beam. More than attempt to go to be politics in more the beam, M1.
enti Honorable Kennedy and retire from your politics.
But the doing this part, job or then a very pretty sort of be. Or Bobia, and you will make it. They a politics could be a physical Kennedy when you by force. It is in ever trouble as a walk of our force. It's all very been traveling at the end of the and yet there's still being used with that. And number of Miano and Cosun soon or sooner you are doing the offer more partino. Now, part of the said there be everybody. The John Pama rich setting and we pay a dear. But if we pay the quite more dear, you never was support to. Neama, not calling him. But the research, so we compare with the what would be about me and about me and so forth. Baby, no matter who you be, and yet a position and if be peril may be any beautiful.
Na Honorable Kennedy, Nesema, wo kasa wakekenti, ena nema ususu se, ente se, na oye na dwimpo se obabidi mampenyo.
Oh, yes. And some of the people that were no Kaboom, I am the unknown. I couldn't put me at me. Who's only someone about me again? One who cracked organ is our party. What I say, who do you know what's organ is our party in a party? Korea and I'm supposed to be getting. A moment for one, you have a kind of product and do a beer. You have many people in my head. You and trust most of, excuse me to say, you're trusting winning and you may be home. And there will be a video of a Cabian pediatry. And that's how anybody will say, Papa, will be your two bra. Huh? Yes, I'm going to a Japan back crocodile.
Enti ya ken unity a wose Dr. Baumia a preaching no. Say na kane no because one more year campaign utim say amanfo akansem. Enti unity no kwan ben so and I said that we can open say on faso na etimia ma party na konkan.
On Canada, no more now.
O man ni na ho.
I on Canada too. Any penkabumu, no Canada. No more now. Everyone was on non contested or don't contest and 74. I mean, no quack of Prague. The Prague, quack of plea, yet Tampo. Yen your party babu. I can also come some of us with them where the tongue of Fastuno. Now we are also catching me a trump for me, some pata. Me, Mamba, a party in a could have said. I will do be a matter of a coming one say. But the cabinet, Timuna, ever woman uncle. Hey, then people only the only three. Then no matter what, Babomi and Kafa.
Echese Dr. Baumia enya hwegie wo no an nkrofo ho.
Excellent. Come ma me say. O open any ba ko tete wo. O ja say. But they said the money like that from the na bomb pen any to be close to no be ba ko tete wo. Be ya wa wi ya o to about so. Enti me dey o be dey now.
Abatu ono sade mu da ho fan obi antimi a complain wa wo we ye no. Otum say yeah we dey wawe. You odi nkonim no so hu say ampa wodi nkonim. Sa
se obe mu bi no be take no dia baso. Is that say no be champion so e be and this are the kind of any free na mo ko ti be no. It are dem go to be wrong house. And the champion so for all time that you do the watch channel. president. Onye sika na just so be president sir. What I say, no matter what my mum being trained, you say, na kata na sika ni amina tie ni munti. No matter what one, you won't me get money ye. What I say, if you know, no one is an bar, yes, the security, yes, the corporate, only people in the press conference, no problem upon TV to be said. Miana opportunity. Now, you won't be kidding yourself. Yam yesterday, open the other side and I mean, actually, no more open sick up. Somewhat, then, of course, it will be every day. One response, in our two together. Of course, no get that. Name on the self better president in the control trade or on what now, FPP buying or even cost of every boy.
IGP any bambofo said ya womo e manage abato no so eto sen.
Oh, excellent. It's the Americans to the Quabato and we be a machine. And no money, Mamma Bay. Over Tina Suprema. Yamia Duma, Yamra, or the commission will be a purple agent to be a Yam Party office to be a control bar. Barrel trip do and one for Boko the way you push for their to your name. Moi, Mukotomaba. The 2 years told me. I put you would get out, negative for the time here. In your side, the other 2 months in a very good go, let the competition be free. And we and the one we report to win you one the biennial. Put that way. And that in the Trump began. Because almost a year, one year Trump to say, US no one for about one. Any bully agent one be the biennial. Only a 3 level. Emma puts it for a be and put it for them conquer. And the Emma, young school, we have from the Monte Pomra. Now, your master got the photo call a central. I don't go west with the time. Then he has something for some mutual Canada. I did been to my devil once that day, no. You better say, and security all done, and no call it almost the police and said, power money, and the police for control that they will be. Now, that one, you know, I find say, almost to your prayer, if you are, and this is 2 of this better so far because the batch of COVID in here. This is a papeta. That's it. You best swear and go fully bravo corner, and the police agent, the same now, and I work with any police agent, and I won't pass again, and I return the officers. One, you be a pay, about 1 be straight. No, be at the police station. Party work about the police station for not quite your result to free home. What is your result to police station? Not copy the police station. I also call electoral commission, but I also have the party agent or everything and call about police station of control police station will do a lot for you. Cripple. After you will copy the high copy, the other that you could do copy the beer and that easy for opinion to ground the media. Let's do a police station and make go into our principle. I'm going to point GB or should be report the baby on the local police station.
Baba also sudie enya bado. E just say ya 2 year statement of polls no. Obi asen say we are na ya police station e was area one ya koja ba ko de ato. Etiane e yire pass so na amanfo say say omo de akura na ya ko police station ho.
Ya ko police station on so witness here. One let the copy apoto one. Ya band obi asen say big akura na. Police station won dey ni enditro. Omo
emusu the police station o baby ah.
Baby, oh, yeah. They can answer the sana, and yet there's a pretty higher one. And easy for you who are there, and then for the buyer, and then and every video and one I put in your game, so they need a call in a while, and come literally, and one of near the copy call. If you are not my copy, your police station, no, you catch a police in any set. Papa Kuko Luka, Papa to call headquarters. Simple.
Okay. Na ye kan so no se wo hwe enhyehyeye a wo mo eyeye committee a wo mo hwe abato no so na wo hwe said ya committee ne de wo mo na see form e wo decisions bi ho a eyade a amanyoku a mo maka internal elections course what say wamusua bibi di frame.
Oh yes, ni nyina ye did na make can say obogun said there be said woman tension woman no e man okre adwuma enti omu gina mu adwuma den boy ye nyina ye mfa bibi free mu na ye moam na emma democracy wo Ghana no enti enkoso kama saa kwa so because every boy no ye bi e free and fair and obi be dem bi a o ka cho say ni free and fair one the woman on over so take that to ability a free and fair woman o mo to aba no o mo di no krepa ma just many are the two champagne for the ma ina the boy say position to come so ye pa ye nyina be share bi free mu e get e party mu ko na mo no ye ko so no mo ka say mo station a abia mo pen corporate bedroom star brain no baby and the time of it's been prepared to that we are more kind of time of baby here in a history can see a dawa a bit of one every one of I think we see the messages of the two gathers so how many book on that tour and for more timber say it's free boy you go with say almost a chance and first almost circles almost 12 and they can create a chill a school of thought no said that the two be more be at to be more be at to na baby do says it's so you call this 2024 on the bus no you my old executive sir if you can president and Kasanso and Kosombra it be next one Tanya Kotwa Bafokro it was very laudable idea I'm the who book into several actually befa addition be a free.
All right. Na papa mami bisa we nso prophecies are baye and titru said ya na wo Honorable Kennedy the and the prophecy ntina what say na say ya wosere won
oh emissary you say the ten say Yakopon emfa no mata ho nyame ma aigu oyi nipa de soa eyi nipa hawo nipa da dwin nipa titi so kan Japan e ma so ba ni nyame be yi wo ya treme no you see enoma to onu ma ya na asofo ni bre onu ma o do do na nkasa no e to ma dwin na de e di asofo di e na o mo di bi Ghana for it we say I think they look to do one thing or two and so no amfa o ta say o tun le fire asa bring ke kuma e de ja yes o kan se be say obi ka se obi be di we na se be mo na e and say what a comfort that for sorry no catch us the experience you beto ewo nkwa ne koto a no e yakopon yamre Israel the situation and the weather indicate say the be from e bo ba no e bo mo other focus for no ma o mo catch us say the who them from to Nigeria e memu ba na who say na East Coast the one ma e ba bi siam from bi a no free e west ba na e ba bi siam ma de tie bia no e mina nsu beto shouldn't you have to come here in Yampolo? Sometimes when you study the situation, you won't say, and that month for the Ken, and I'm no, or yet, not about me, where we see your 2 hour public to do, and you can't out of the back. No, so by I know who you know, so a cat to do. So, now we have to a people. And me, follow or me, there is a software. Be are no idea film or software will be woo. Ne wa one wo tima bankwam osofo a edi papi na bra na anya adwen ya bata wo timi asre nyame aboa no agye no ene yewe na wo nya ne bupio gonti mo ba ho so meti etire mu kokko pedua bi apodam asane yare
okay na Kotoka International Airport ene ababetodwa say ye besesa no aye na Accra International Airport. O je ne say?
Eno me kase pa na do mama ebe ye pro man so.
Hey, sir.
Eno me a emu du I do me to fit the machine in France. O yi sade na no do kwa me kuma set you si wa baye. If you say en kumu si no e Accra Airport na emu no. Me pa cho wantima me bia no na wo Kotoka wo koku no It has to come community. It within a din yet to a issue. Yet to a airport to Obi with you. Obi ought to do the Kumuno. Ah, what the pepper cool the project. Near Coco in the free walk, no to be Kumu 101. You will come to Kawa airport over Bia, was a mediator. One more between Ghana, woman, Ghana, Papa going, one Kuma no more again park, is it your park, or sorry for the whole Africa. Or decided number 2 in France, yes, so, yeah. Who we no big Kukua? It's a new to airport. It's a summer dinner, the best to airport and airport body. And yet, the patriotism, a choir, go to cut fast, who begin one Kuma free walk. No, we in the Kuku, no big in the toast there. And only no make a see another domain. It is a mama over year to one. No woman, and then no sit down and make copy. That may preach your mama now. I've heard that go back with the answer MDC for them come home. Because you see, a year at the end, it may come pink and dear pie, you know. Say, the pap pink message at Adian. Who you comment person who moves your womb. If you know, yeah, I didn't be baby, many of your papa. Yes, na yɛn fio Dr. Bob Nyanso bi se ne kwade wo wanted to know me and kosa na papa no kwa menkomani na yɛn nyina yɛnkɔ yɛnkɔ se di no na no mamba mo na fa kwa menkoma statue si o mame na fe kotoka sem no ntwam na yɛn hu se Accra International Airport and then me na me se be majority leader for abona baso se o mo adwene sade we ho no mo dia ba and say me mobusa me ho asem etimi de ye papa it's the louder idea I ba no ebe yi no me no sopa epigana poso ama the gateway to any crowd ebe yi ma papa
and then you may ye dance say when you din komo
and then the mom maje mo pa ataku ja po etero mo say ma fa mo break akra and ni na no so ye kabumu a adinche ba ko fotim etime da masenso some of me
Nyankopon enhira pa yedase
yedase
Jane osofo chirabosom oye founder and leader edema Ghana Union Movement ono na yene no edin koman etu ase ono de obetu champagne de ama delegates amutu tia Honorable Kennedy ohene Japan okay yakwa anymore William Sangbo Watanase, member of the MPP communication team, Udu Okaikwe Sauta, Ujina na so wo ho. Na Willie Atlas. Willie Madu ati say,
me ju so many abema.
Awo, what the maden bebro na fam dem na just say, oh yeah.
Don't worry. Weekend e be sha. Weekend be sha. Abante bi na o je menim no. Abante bi na o no. O kata cross o baba.
Zao.
Abeli
Willie bi amago.
Bogo mini abema.
Bashiru Amanta nanso enchoba beka yo ho a member of the NDC. Ono so obeba ni din komo. Willie, yes, I have a free party. But I saw Kakwe out and no make say,
oh, Nyamina Dome.
They say, we had to wear free hole. Yeah. More constitute when elections says, I'll be Cobium.
Mecobium.
Now,
constituency chairman.
Constituency chairman.
Kakwe South.
One mamma Bremia campaign, and one move to Tia. This time, this time, dear. Monche Willie,
and yes, sir, almost to Tiamu.
No, we are there.
Wagadri ni
mafia sadia na omoya ne mafia sa mafia ne obi obeya sadia bia this time the ye
best posino your best posino
big time ulusu anami hu say will
you ulusu otimanse ba say Santa Cross the police ni the police have go on here buni pa na e so shegu ni paso there I think say sanya man there MPP constituency chairman delegates no mo say omuni maye juma na che and omu hinema metimi aye and this time your party no nyema ye pesa ye no nya titi nyema ni biom titi nyema twem esia ye modernize the party no running of the party from the constituency base because there's a how you solid a how na man for how no esi etimi den so ano and when in the leadership entimi so ana and na escalate na fe de okọ about na ya akesa member ya decide so omuntu ana say ombetu etia ye So this time the Okankosa delegates there from Carnation to Bubu to Mukose to Kanchia to Gontain Avino Omunyina I say only say Kwanachi higher constituency. I'm say memra mamunim nyama metimi aye omunim adwuma din so amayema party no until they are waiting for me say
okay
me so ombeto amame
okay that's good
okay go say to sha say onuadonu and yeah former MP honorable Amadata nyame nsha no onaye or January so party adwuma no matter what happen or see party first what man say and they make sure say Okanko sat bibia de edane nan so boko aye nyina ye krokrem kakrakra boa party no se party no ebedi
ye William party election say call in a normal course
I think say na ye kan ye no but mamiti we feel tea
okay
me bani nyina na metie chabosom obi ba si owu a o ma nani nka na nimrem ananye sa na ye kan no sa ba no
ma wani kama munem
wamlem
ade
na Mageri na yenye akonwa eden ato ye fie na ye kwa kopre ye pre obi awini o obi awenwini o yende na enimani MPP si ye family baako enti so obi beja abonti etutu tantrum ediba park no so ana otutu ebo ediba park no so ayesre no we dey bunu pa no so we dey onye mute maye yenye fie what we know no say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say ono de ni refu se pose yato aba ni onima ne say sesi awa be papa oba be krakro bia be kan bia bom na at the end of the day 2028 ye ka bato a ye nyina ye di enije ayeden ekoye djuma ma party no de akoto aba yesi ono na oye ja no osi bibia esi bia no onfa na ni nhwa ho odumase ni anya na ne se ye MPP flag na ye di share ni se no flag no aya asikyere ni se wa be ye ja enti family no some oya papa na o ma ye 6 na o ma ye 10 na obi nimade obi nimbobo obi nim sanu adwuma ye obi wo ho a kasa nyansa otumuza akwala we di nyansa kasa nyansa wo mpa different but una oye ejan de hu omo se mo ye de omo nyina ye de uma obi a school atare hia na obeto ama no obi a hia school pabo a obeto ama no obi a hia evrenze school atare a obeto ama no obi a school a oko school no obetwa no school fees enu bi na doda kwakufa do elija Dr. Mahonu babia enu na no so ye de eba be soso enti abato no de ye MPP for de ye refi kra se bibi ye kwa abato kra nya yenim enel se ye so ye san na ya baako na ye de 2028 no ye de akọji power e de abre MPP for any Ghana man eno na ye MPP for ye adwen enti uji abantin na obe kansem bi na o person kansem bi tia obi e ye party no atuturu for no nyina ye bo mu nyina we respect all of them say omu ye leaders a omu be ye den e be ye adwuma man na me kan kire me che no say me nana osano no otumifo o ka kire asem bi o se papa bi na ni ma eye mienu miensa na baako no krono bo obokrono baako nso de onimade baako nso ni hu ye fepa oba no ni hu ye fepa oduma se ba edu time bi na ye si aboa bi beche e friend sen ni baba no ekọhye ejuo na ase no ehọ no na ye hia obi akọye de akọje ni baba no baako no de ayede e de aba abonte e na papa no kan se kai me bayi sebi ebo akrono bo a otimi ye de pa enti yenko fa nembra no yenka kire so onko nsuo na ase no onko wi ani nuar ba no ye de emra he believes that in banu betimi ayede aye ampanso ye ko frɛ ni sa ni bani ba ye no o wan nsuo num no skills a oye ya enam na ebefa anase aboa na obefa ni baba no ko se nsuo na se no aba no ni baba no nsuo no wa ye boko akọ wi ani nua ba no de na ba bonten so to me say nyame pa kire ni se wi efie bia no obi o wa ni ekwa no very important and in the political party there ontimi nye nipa baako say ye frafra obia ni strength obo ha anything na oye leader you should be able to identify the strength of everybody as a coach no ade na coach ni bi wo wa me kai pa yesu ano coach bia na o coach ye o say odo bema okache say me o koy me nka say ko bobo efo na me hiama ni say striker ya ewom no koyi ni film na hiama ni say striker ya ewom ni ha me yi koyi ni film ida so ko pra no ana ida no say onya ball a wo de stomach direction onya ball a wo ball to action baby obedba say na be ya onya control of the ball on the ball no on the field of play no eno na assignment a ye de amount enti chabosom de ye no ondi ni fiasem na yenso ye di fiasem and ya can say young leaders need their obiawa strength. And I know that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he's been a coach before and he's still a coach into onim bebia obemo bia bobo na at the end of the day no 2028 no kunim die be ni de but say obi be jam baby no person nya bibi mfan confuse here ni can say o yen san line we num ni yi we num free ni say we are sa semini de I know Dr. Baumia say on tempo na on person beti sa semini po because even NDC cry busy the no more free party no more confirm by ebe winning about ama more positions so na your name say party there obiani ni strength enti yen fie there we are saying say about no there ye refi atwem da ye koyenim aye ko no say Dr. Baumia Kwafaga no na yenya ye piano e de ko say obekwa ko ye den egi power e de abre MPP for any Ghana for nyina so Magjerry about no there I think say nyama koyi and Ghana police medal masepa me call baby me ko to aban na me hwe police egu ho no na o hwe omo energy level Magjerry ye ko to aba ya ju phone o ni amount number police know they came prepared old man say a ju phone say 2 3 10 crown o ya jibom na ya amount number ni omo keep back na so di back ko to aba no we oba no abeje it was solid old man say it was solid and me bomb aba so say they came prepared and party funds so a bomb obi ehun say o say ade no e ko na ekoyi you don't even need to go and make noise old man say and police for air the papa and Canadian police any police from the free other places the bar o can go start na me don say and few constituencies am visiting so me who say na it was orderly and I say bibia e kosu yi into Ghana police IGP me brother antete you know o ye ni yen so meka so wonim dada me brother no kroboshia na chese wa say me brother oye no ye ni yi a meka wanye ni yi so me betra ha ya no mafaya no old man say so awuche tete you know voting no le ma no jombo obomodi wa le wa bajo ni ne otu jan da no ko ne wakule me wa hem ne jipo ne wa hem ne e ba no nyam mo ji wa hem la no lo ko pu wa hem si pe ko pu hem si pe opekuru ma hem si lo wa na mosi ka otu ni me no otu le ne hi Magjerry, the Ghana police they on that score no there omaya there easy phone so it was excellent I mean Brazil some person no kasakra me ko to aba so anya ha na soto no so ko ase na me so mi san ko janche o so dabi wa jan line no abedu ha ntada nti ko ha no mo me di manim di nko ba bia me ko to aba no e na me ko to maba e ko ye so electoral commission so mo yo mo nyama say I believe say sa about wa edi sem airba no e be the thing of the past ina na meka John da bia say when yen political party nso ye ti ase say ade a ye kwa koyi no yan wan ka sound to me ye referee esan ye coach so to me say enti say ye dia obi aba so be ye referee a man respect say e na adwuma na say bia funso 1 2 bi wo the approach no should be different than regular and I say normal one and then we are going to attack electoral commission ni sanema no sa suban no emmaye nko yinim so electoral commission so on that day no almost omaya de pa almost me bomb abaso na me bo ye party leadership so abaso omuko friends say abato ni nyina especially the 5 you know the way omu comport omu it was like there was nothing at stake and that is how politics should be. It should not be like do and die. We need the let's say we are saying we are saying best. We are saying dabi. Ultimately, and that is how it's supposed to be. The way I'm comporting, I'm way fair way. No, only Kasano Moses na AG, and you could see say there was no tension on them. Say me lose about 20. Say bakubia ehun will be lose about to collapse. No, where you could see say it is because. Akunyato so yango pray me pray na year mefa and year me come baby and that thinking no is good as ana chitaifo no obia mfanhye na kumem because only the crowd my back and they are together no more stress. So what then your problem in the obeka say odo kukuntokwa. So Sa 5 no from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia on our working in the Japan Dr. Brian Champon Educhum and then K Omunyina Nyami Enstrom say the way Omun Comportum and you could see the videos and the things flying, you know. The way Dr. Baumiani Ken no money Brian Momu Kasa Estres no that's very healthy and Sani money be now we expect to say a better to sa enti a chita ni nyina yenye baako me say nia hian say ye kwa kwaje tumi no ye gi tumi no a wo bia mo bia ope wom ana say woni ni daso bia wo bia no sabeka nia hian say power no bebe fie na power ne be fie a no be say and that is what we should channel our powers and our strength on say collectively no ye baako from the police station to the electoral areas to the constituency and then to region. Make sure say we are going to deliver and make sure say 2028 you know and this year better me and then upper mom because they say akoko for no crab the campaigning in the amaye because to say akoko for no o mani njin kra o mo do koko no koko farmers o mani njin kra enti on average me I can say electoral commission Ghana police and your party no so we are civilized. And when you have a party like MPP, definitely you call about to you expect say be excellent. And basically that's what happened. And meda me party penifase. And then to your party general secretary, Justin Fripon Kodia, Abranti and Wabre, Nyama bi say esiwe nim na ye kwakoye na sebi o chairman indisposed na akawo general secretary. Any executives are canon. I think say that young man has done very very well, and he's been quite. Baby, I saw kasa no kasa. Baby, I who so kasa on kasa, and he's in touch with every constituency. I can tell you, say, is one person is always in touch with constituency, making sure say, then whether you're former executive or you're current executive, he calls you. You want to know exactly what is happening. So. On that score, man can say national executive so my idea say your call election akuti atwewe ya nti say obisi me team ho ase and say coca be baby. So all the teams put together, electoral commission, Ghana police, MPP, the party in general, and then our national executives. Nyame ensure mo nyina.
Okay. Meda say William Sangwo na what in kind of Bashiru Amantana Ababeka. Bashiru to say
Senior,
and this is no my coso.
No my coso.
Some guidelines and that why you say can column.
Yes.
I'm over chance here.
Very soon. I shall see a cross.
There's some more registered members,
yeah. Preparation towards the reformation of the party.
Reorganization.
Thank you. Reorganization of the party. Yeah, Namuka Krana. Yeah, per se. Answer na. But me can't be beyond medin chia kesias bema a chief nyina ma also me the chia kesema
yeah
but party mu dear don't say is asumyo is very peaceful and yeah focus in ya say a big governed country ni ye nyoma ya de be tutu akwan mu a bibia be kosu ya ma ye no ene e be ye ama Ghana for nyina ji NDC atum 2028. Yeah, because MPP's election is a matter of concern, but we are thankful to God. Say, at least the Ghana Police Service was well equipped to manage any issues and but they themselves were able to conduct themselves very well, not to destabilize the security of the country or any person. Nti yebebo amabaso say omotimi akọ to aba no any asumdwe but all this meti say menu ka say EC ahombrasia ECD na adwuma and the level of professionality at ECD na adwuma no he was commending the EC for being able to do that. But we say that it's all because the country is being led by a disciplined person. when you have a country or a person that he himself as your leader or your discipline, then the subordinates must also be disciplined. You have to be disciplined, because when you're disciplined, that means you cannot be fit in the governance system. So all this you are seeing, the discipline in the police service, the discipline in the military service, you are seeing the discipline in the EC no, is because the country is being led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who has shown an exemplary lifestyle of being a very disciplined person. Nti ebebo police for nabaso, ebebo EC for abaso. Say omotimi akwa fight MPP election way ama nyoma nyina akoso yi ama nyina. Mark, we are going down to the 2028 election. At least for now, the reset agenda na yeka say ebe no. Eno na egusu ye ne kakra kakra. Nyoma so ekosu ye kakra. But it's a fuel bo ekosu kakra, but it's still on the lower pace. You say among for do and complaining. Nobody's even complaining about the bit of increment in the fuel prices. But people will complain, because one of the days they say fuel increasing by 0.1% krana, na man for complaining. But now you see fuel increasing by even 1%, people don't complain. That means that ahotono aba ba tu nyina na yina yedidim kakrakra. Nti Mark, MPP election and going to vote for Dr. Bawumia. It's a choice they have made. But I think the choice they have made, no, they haven't shown that level of trust at Dr. Bawumia Kasa. They haven't shown that level of trust.
And trust Ben our.
Yes, let me explain about what you here. You see, from 1996 or so, I stand to be corrected. When your man Penyindada Kufuor Obejinaye, only 17% from his own delegates. 17% in Onyaye from his own delegates. The second one, Ojinaye, and they appreciate it. The third one, Ojinaye, it appreciated again. Uba Mr. Akufo-Addo. First one, Ojinaye, former President Akufo-Addo. First one, Ojinaye, the vote was at a certain level. The second one, of course, and they appreciate it. When you come to Dr. Bawumia, first one now on 62%, where you conquer or 56%. That
politics beyond elections beyond the dynamics.
No, so those elections.
Analysis we
it is the same MPP. It is the same.
Obi bet to refer say JDM Rambo. No, on it she ekoi. And so still we're 100%.
Correct. I wanted you to bring that point. Thank you.
It tells you say president.
What the Kasaba into Mami Trawas here. You see, in any event, you never get 100%. Do you know that? Even program where people will see faults in this program. It makes me sorry, I can say we have done the program perfectly, but somebody will see somewhere, I can say the program has not been done well. In every research, you leave a certain space that we call it a margin of error. There is no election in this country. I'll be 100%. No NDC member expected Dr. Bawumia to get 100%. No. But we expected that Dr. Bawumia will get an appreciable number from the 62% no nyaye. In 2023, we're thinking that he will get an appreciable number. That would show that on one call for no MPP for no, on Mujini D say Obaba president and no bit make it on one party. First of all, the trust is that Omun Jin D say Dr. Bawumia bit make it on one party. If they trusted that Dr. Bawumia bit make it on party, and come vote to amana that 62% no onyaye 2023 no. But we are getting to see that he has gotten a depreciated number, a depreciated figure, a percentage, a depreciated percentage, which means they do not trust in him. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama got up to 99%. Nidia na mokana asem no. Definitely somebody or be call on to me to abandon ye. Now was say abano. And about free more, we 100% in BM. So those eventualities in AC. But in an event that you get a person or no, if you look at the predecessors tell the coalition any records a war say they all got an appreciable percentage whenever they go for a second election. Even President Akufo-Addo, the vote on Nyaya in the second round in Okoye, it was appreciated and depreciated. Into me culture say a man for G Dr. Bawumia and Dia Jimmy D. Because Uncle Jimmy Dia, they should have been giving him a higher number, not a lower number. Who does that? And so if your own country, your own party people do not believe in your competency, how then do you think that me, Amitiha, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, MPP for Kra Kase, there's a reformation in the Electoral Commission. Titenunde etimi who's the Electoral Commission, etimi tena because man sere. Ne etimi who police for macho men, mode uniform, show mo say call here to trust them, and why also West Wagon. Today they are sitting here praising His Excellency John Mahama's tenure in office and the police offering services under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. This is an achievement. This is an achievement. You understand? That one you went was not a general election. It was a by-election. And who told the general? No, Debbie. Who told the general election? Say to trust him. It was a by-election. You went in what macho men uniforms, police uniform. At the year, of my car, Emma, almost said, to trust him. I also was under the watch of Dr. Bawumia. And don't forget that the
workers under the watch of Dr. Bawumia.
Let me tell you why. You see the security, and you're the Dr. Bawumia, and you're vice president, or you're chairman of the Security Council.
Police Council.
Police Council. Yes. Thank you. Police Council is Dr. Bawumia. Was he not the chairman of the Police Council then? Was he not?
Engineer was on the instructor.
Of course.
Now at the end of Commission of Inquiry, no course, no way TV. With here, no, your Dr. Bawumia be doing. I don't move for normal for this. And now Dr. Bawumia, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Dr. Bawumia?
Say, I'm on your former public program, so I will do that.
Yeah, I know.
Mokasa. I know.
Because I say, I'm on your man. Papa, did you be?
No,
did
you say a PM some member who said, Onimu? You understand? Because you know that. In some cases, did you hear Dr. Bawumia condemning it? Did you hear? Search anywhere. Some same CC, or did you hear him condemning it? Yes, opinion not to how man collab. Opinion not to how. Opinion not to how ama unkwala ewe nankano. You kind of away from for okahubi on a leader.
Okay.
So Dr. Bawumia, being the chairman of the police council, no, watching all those activities go on. And he never said anything. Otiho ama nkwala ewe nanka. Nti ye kind nanka for okahubi. Let's don't disassociate this issue from him. About digitalization, one person dia. About $1 dia. Or say can operator dia. Who accept this one? Like who accept it? Say you stood on a platform. Who jina soon PSU catcher and say you have a solid economic management team. And then that solid economic management team was going to change the fortunes of this country. Yeah, boy and somehow, because they have as at that time, no much me is our economic management team. A kuku dam force on baby Ghana every tibiana a team. Young Konkosha, the Eko who say we got to see a kind of future na anke ekuye. 80 under Vice President Dr. Bawumia. So and then me know better na me catch her say this is a person that nobody can trust him. Na me kind of say na me nye wrong. Inti Mark me know ka say obi biara okotuma Dr. Bawumia, you are just preparing Dr. Bawumia for a greater failure in 2028. We know that the NDC is performing up to expectation. you can never compare Dr. Bawumia to any of the NDC members or managing the economy. No. Nobody. If you pick your friend say Minya Payne Sami Jenfi, who is part of the management of the economy, if you pick him, Dr. Bawumia cannot be compared to him. If you pick Minister Ato Forson, Dr. Bawumia cannot be compared to him. If you pick Bank of Ghana governor, Dr. Bawumia cannot be compared to him. In all instances, in the area of gold board, you can't say Dr. Bawumia, you have gold board na gold issues are now. In the trade say basically alpha gold no, they are done something better for all of us. Or so okoye gold for oil. Ne okromha. That gold for oil no, also cotton tam gold bars. They are called Arabs for no more by fuel. That was his policy. Their own party people, including Mr. Kennedy Japan, ever catch and say, no, that policy is useless. Now say, oh, gold now. Say, what did Danisika? Now they're cut off fuel. That's what you're supposed to do. So even in his own tenure as a vice president, the economy in Nashen and Sano, he couldn't even prophesy solutions to the area of economy. Because now you might take a pansan under Vice President Akufo-Addo, a Vice President Bawumia. Look, when they were coming to power in 2016, President Akufo-Addo who said, "Oh no, oh yeah, lawyer, a ban in Brasema, mon function in some, but say banu economy in some dia, mon fama economists kukudam no oh yeah, Dr. Bawumia, mon function in some." It's not dollar ni ye biano. President Akufo-Addo and Pierre Meka say watch dollar not to prison. Dr. Bawumia say watch dollar not to prison. All the economic factors, indicators from President Akufo-Addo and Bon Chere. Dr. Bawumia the boss chere. Then who put na radio station and TV station bia now can say it was the tenure of President Akufo-Addo. That means that you are not being fair to the old man seated there.
Okay.
Because in your panel there, most say Dr. Bawumia. Digitalization, most say Dr. Bawumia.
Now, sir, Dr. Bawumia, economy there. No, no, what you have to say, Bibi and Kuya Grandma, wa pound chow. I apologize. And this one train home free at the Bonnie BM. Dr. Bawumia entry in home. He
was the same person. Obekachire said they have performed well, and they will perform well more than the NDC. They have performed well. Ojina Sumpiyesu Kachire said they performed well more than the NDC. Ema mulusi election krano. Miracle Boajisa Echo radio station can say if MPP was in power, they would have managed the economy more than how NDC was managing the economy. Does that mean that they have accepted their mistakes? No. Okay. Any person that do not accept any mistake, that means that you're not ready to change. A classical example of Dr. Bawumia, who is not willing and ready to change, who cannot manage this country. In fact, in this Fourth Republic, Dr. Bawumia's being a vice president and managing the economy, the highest money in the history of this country. You can't see
highest money.
Highest money. Say yeah resources. You see the revenue Ghana gathered. It was the MPP government that had the largest and highest amount of money in this country, in this Fourth Republic. But what did they use it to do? Omudi ko tutu mona. Omudi ko hire private jet. Emma sewa broni no mo kotina tenamu. That is the experience we had under President Akufo-Addo telling Dr. Bawumia to be the manager of the economic team. Into betina ene now per se whitewash Dr. Bawumia. Then we ask you that, what are you talking about?
Okay. Medan say aye Bashiru Amantena, member of the NDC National Communication Team. Na I for me war a head of corporate communication said the Makoko board.
Thank you.
In fact, I'm in our schedule. And then you may feedback and I may expect so the Bemam Crano when to me and farm me but waba. It's the end of the baby didn't come. Now you be son says, say, Coquia for no. At the end, see, one train and copimbre bay. He says, Uncle Monani everywhere. E koma ye kan nyina na ye sika kokko akuafo bronya o man dibi your friend say kokko gugu apaso they say ye ntimi hu what is going on e say yanum nyina ye kokko mimi obi me de me ya last weekend me call wana akwa we
there's all ton cars
Beyafu, Jaka Semono, Yanka Casemo. Yanka Quasam as a car.
Your real business is castle. Your real business in castle.
Yanka Quasam was a car. Mekwa, Pramai, go in the Google. Masa, weekend Opa Besena Yanko. Sam Jerome, head of corporate communications, said the man, cocoa board. Sam Jerome, Jerome is saying,
Mark,
when is somebody posting, I mean, host to that 1 year.
By a casa or
me host to phones with a casa.
But ye share ye casa.
Why big man?
Oh, no,
big man,
no.
When you're big man, then I will cocoa boy, head of communications.
No. Dabina yeti
big man.
yeti yeti dem.
Also, and you be a camino one.
Dabi yeti dem. Yeti dem na. Enuntina me fi officer. Body,
Master Jada Kano. Body, dear, son again, I'm because despite you mentioned already
90 years.
Jerome is saying,
Nyamiadum, now say,
Nyamiadum, Coco Bon, no Meco say, oh,
Nyamiadum, Niaunimia,
yeah,
so I says, Niaunimia.
But say, a dear Coso. Say, a Kuafonis or Monchamber, a dear Cassandra, the Charlie.
Okay, Medase. I think say, my baby, mania breaker.
Not true.
Explain some of the issues. Into my mean child, na mean chair for, especially a year quick for, my mean chair a year or more. Now, presidency there, or far away, you know, I mean chair, mammy, the vice president, and now, me, I'm chief executive, so around there be. Asama kind of car me know ya actually because Osha account for your baby a yebu said dear your fruja ne den and your main sir and in no near kuku and in Osha and say when yesika Sebeka fro mema me awo near minimanizo ye minia as to kind of fast war war in a day and shedanya day and yemasem. Intino and no dear it is understood and I say yet say and that is why I'm like Jerry so what here e kase bia na mem pese it looks as if say when kuku any no etwe dare and I say more banter because I always say cocoa board na isi wono obi oye adwuma wo ho bia no cocoa farmer no na ama cocoa board are relevant because if you say cocoa farmer no any hosisi ana then cocoa board e bia omo de beya de foforo at any point in time bia no we need to dignify and accept eye de akuani no eye de eka intino obi a me menchi fi sehi na cocoa ne de aye bibia de I know how it feels say obi ebe complain say bia wakoton cocoa na onye sika anase bibisa na issue no it is not entirely the case because yatete a whole lot of reports I must say Equiafo in general sika from a year November bimu koti November bimu koti October emone ehonke kan ho up to today it is not entirely the case many are saying that it's here almost say ye ni fia ye ben nyina no na ye nim se afibia no se kuku season ni bedra aban ana cocoa board e de betuja say oh wakwa konye sika na potokasem ye kano syndicated
loans
na syndicated loan no ne fare ban nyina no ene say cocoa board njuma mu no say ye wo 2026 nka obehu say nkomo a yedi eye 2027 cocoa ebia ebede ye beti intini yedi enibu eye yen projections and now say research for no ebe catcher and say oh ye koye analysis no say na yehunu say ebia next year no ye betimi nya cocoa ton be emphasis 700,000 metric tons on the basis of that no na ye de akoye negotiation wo amansenju so say oh ye project say ebenya be 700,000 na abrofo no ana won eto cocoa no omaba na ye didwa Say, oh, we be at 700,000. Say, any a bed, you be torn. Into yes, sign contract in any BBA we are. Not on the basis of the contract, no. Yeah, the idea, aqua pesika. Yes, syndicated loan. So the syndicated loan nature say any bank back pay in ABA a bemayiska into the bank back me sebi. They come together.
On account of normal loan.
Or more de sikana eden amount. Advantage a was in shishye way and say unya di sikane ba o manga ne mu a yeti sikane mu fa kese no eto ho de ma eye wonwa etokoko na near from LBCs and licensed buying companies.
Yeah.
So what it means in they say irrespective of their ebesi wo afim ni mu nyina say koko bo na ebeko suru say ebeba even $0 so say ebeba $0.50 say ebeba negative ye de ye mfa ho because sikana ye hwehwe ye nsa ye de ye nsaka ena ye nsaka nso a abribia no there is liquidity in the system and there's money in the system because a year licensed buying companies in Enyesika a year day etokoko neba until you will never hear say but BBC in 2023
okay
so 2023 what happened in say projections are yeah and on the basis of that they compare a year bosia and syndicated e buy no yentimi a ona yes, obligation now. I was a year day. Yeah, honor no.
What does it mean? Your cocoa no.
Yeah, so what it means is
but Yantria,
yeah, sign a year a contract.
Yeah,
with a abrofone say it be a best supplier more best 800,000 metric tons.
Okay.
And you know, on the basis of that, no, on no wo the monsa ayede ashe into no or the shy asye no. We were used to contract no. As a basis, so all the bed all the sika from the banks. Yes, syndication. Because in the syndication, you use a contract now. Why then? What sign no? And now abrofuni jina so ye then. E the mouseka. But we no assign contract no. Ono dia or hwehwe empo no. He is not even thinking about whether say ubi tua sika no pa na so onye den. Untua sika no. But ne woman ne say sikano so betimeti ya nyina it is based on eye
cocoa to do now
o de bekono because as and when na we di cocoa ne ekono na etia
kana
eye ekana eye den ewo ho no so when timi amfa nkwa then what it means in say nipa na on na sign contract no wobu eye contract ne so
yeah
mpacho so ati ase wobu so and here is the case say we couldn't supply almost half because your projections of 800,000.
Was it 2023?
Yeah, 2023. 2023-2024 season. 23-24 season.
The SA supply ni answer.
No, so you na the chika 333,767. We are sure say ya kama why then what me no credit home come. Your friend a rule over no. But what I say? A rule over no. So on the basis of this, going into 2024, that is 2024-2025 season, no. You issue RFP, that is request for proposal, and no NAS syndication necessary. So you issue that, and then you invite the banks to do what? To come in. But quite unfortunately, Nipana won the best sign sa contract, you know. Say ebia memo kuku dudu say no say nipa no ye ne den wo de ne ka 333,767,000 metric tons. So upon the issuance of the RFP
333,767
metric
tons of cocoa. Esa yanke de ko tua ye ka.
E was enke de ko.
O quantify no money in terms of say.
Hey, so
e won bebre.
So that time na per ton no was $2,600. $2,600. So if you want data, you just multiply. $2,600
times let's say 300,000
times and you know a year the amount you are talking about. But near woman say it is not that money you are losing per se, but what you are losing in say, unfortunately for us, or fortunately for Kuku, ye be do 2024-2025 cocoa ni piki ya could do almost $12,000 per ton. But mint na ha enye dishonest because one minimum say ye shed that ento cocoa no at the spot price. So what I say? So price na ube hunu say edaho. Say ube friend spot price and I say terminal price no. Enye no na yede to. Because in the books of cocoa board no. Eye nneoma ba ku mienu bi yede ekomu. Ansa na ye wi a ya free be weighted average because ye wo bibi efe ni main crop any bibi efe ni saying light crop but quite unfortunately in Ghana no light crop or main crop ye to ni nyina ebo den ebo baako but broni no ento main crop any light crop the same price so ebo na obehu se broni no akoti no in reference to the main what the main crop. Intine say unya light crop. That's all the manual. It means to say you need to discount the price. So what I say, you need to discount the price. Intine say oh your projections na say be 700,000 metric tons. Then you have to find out to say out of this 700,000 metric tons no, sign a year main crop. Main crop no basically means a beans akese. Send a year light crop beans are any day and so Intinebia 700,000 no only say bia out of that 500,000 a beans I can see in a 200,000 no a day a beans in ketwa so if she says say a bonny $1,000 per ton now 200,000 na akano you need to go and do what discount it until you cannot say that is why we don't use the spot price because sanyoma we nyina no be day
you factor into it.
So what I say, you factor all these things into it. Into Behun say, McJerry Bekwa Koshe, cocoa price on the international market as today. You bet you if you best $1,000, but in the books of cocoa board, near actual base $800.
And because be a line problem, but at the discounted rate. Yes, into a bin Tiaso Becca say, hey, or move ye, and as or more day, or more ACC, but a come any day. Any chirimu inti say na yeden etie inti magjari back to eyen koma yedi 2024-2025 the bottom line is ye nya syndicated loan good
inti me kai say
maybe bisa way aban dada na ka say wo bon cost syndication
yes
is that the reason
it is an common na ye ba be di no mark wone me na ye ti abonten no omo ma reason say for over 32 years.
You can't.
Syndication.
Yeah.
So what I say. And syndication, you can't jisika you share interest day. Na interest ni percent ki keep ye betimi bibia day. Amaye. So it means that economically and financially it makes sense. Anameboa. It makes sense. Now we are winning ourselves from financing the purchase of the bean through debt. So what I say. That means we are winning ourselves. But me, I'm a me war a finance background. It is always not the case. Say who you sue debt financing in anything it's bad. Because if me koko jim bosia, nasa me de bosia ni kokusi hostel ewo University of Ghana. Nasa nkrofo koda hostel ni mo a. That bosia na me ko boy no. I will be able to recoup that investment and even make profits. And then sanity.
Yeah.
So be one and say Bosana Makobon is not necessarily a bad thing. So as I say. Yeah. So no dear, let's obey that for another day to discuss the nitty-gritty as to whether say the model of financing it was bad or not. But now near Omoche Mune say no Moche say yankwan kwaje Bosia in a section of the media. Any nipa bi mu bo abaso say sisi ade ye hu so aso ye den aso ye adware omo san be kire mu say eye local banks cry ye say omo be den omo be ma yeska say okaya but ye kohwe kuku boarding kratam ye buy there was no local bank or ye den omo iska but dia nyame be si be hwe ya ebo aye won say buruni no ehun say odemeka 333,000 and over. Mihia sa beans no. Na 2024-26 no. Cocoa bonu pona eden akosoro. because they came to say it was about 6,600, even though your cocoa board and cartel it was 4,900 dollars. But whatever be the case, not just say 2024, 25, a bonnie adi to cocoa no, a dorsal chain, a year 23, 24 no. Because 23, 24.
And let's say 2024, 25 crop season or a price in the cost.
Yes, price in the cost row. So what it means in say, Bruni nature say, contract your contract. Into a bona mejene ketuano. And from say ne bona den a cost row. Supply Mr. Cocoa beans no using sa a border than. So which means say, wow, was our bokasa initial a bono. O sanso lose additional revenue. Anka enye sa kana anka onsabe den. Nka onsabe kano. You are losing that additional revenue. So Saubakaya in 2024, 2025, you declare farmer share the mercury and
but I don't ever more loses our revenue. I mean, I understand.
So you lose the revenue because young funny say 2024.
Yeah.
Contract now was signed and born na $2,600.
Dollars, yeah.
Okay.
Per ton.
And now what about 2025?
5 years.
Into 2025, 2024, 25
now.
What the mercury ni no. O mercury ni say what declare the farmer share of 3,100 US dollars. So say 2,600 if it's 3,000 difference is saying
500, yeah, 500.
So what it means in say yeah bar you know 24 25 no sa cocoa bean 333 now be supply their ma kwani ayi bruni no 1 ton bia no you are losing $500 US.
1 ton. Is that a reality or?
Of course. That means we lose you $500 US because only na sign contract na day every year
Dada.
There is no way our water contract no. And the one team supply. And also me dem me Jimmy cocoa. But me no at the bona me no ye day.
A sign
contract. My jay it is how to OSEI now obi aka now so $10,000 US. Now the BBI day amawo mark so when team am farm ma now the cobrand next year now could do $15,000 US on farm.
That or 10,000 with two amount is
so what I say on farm. Nti baby I be compare with $5,000 na so no. Compare so for the car day. So that is exactly the same thing. So all the cocoa bean I be supplying in no.
And they can
sa ekawe yebo. But interestingly, ade na esanso am ye lose revenue. When ye ka yebo. But revenue na ye lose ni say. Sa $3,100 US no. The farmer share na ye dey. Ye the man no. But I've told you, say a bonu picky year up to even $11,000 to $12,000.
At the world market.
World market. So all these monies could have been revenues. All these monies could have been revenue coming to Cocoa Board. All this. Cocoa Board and the farmer. But we lost all this. Yashiri way then. When you know, akwakoye a legacy issue. Yeguso aye then. Yetia. Under a year, the new administration, around the air then, now we've been able to supply over 200,000 of sa ekawe aye then. Na ewo ho no. Sa ekawe emanaka there's about 100,000 or so. There's about 100,000 or so. And we are having to deal with. Yes, I do.
Okay, until we say okay, more supply no. Brunini the autono. The rate now or the ma no. But me wanna cocoa prices na picky.
Yeah, na
if say na can the supply ya sign new contract time. Like we are going to gain.
So what? Yes. So what the Brunino e kind and say. O person onya no sa ni cocoa no. Or my option say one, who nya syndicated loan. Inti no sika de beto cocoa no kra no. Aye di ama. Mr. P in. But conditions ni. Supply me sa cocoa na. O de mekano. Mi wia mesan so ama osika kakra na me ato new cocoa na oye dey obeton aye dey ama me no me sign contract ni bi na mesan so di sika ne ma wa me na mesan so a kire company o Ghana for sika ne dey
ama mo
no mo to cocoa ni ye dey emre me when your friend is otimi fo timu a o ro ka wa ye dey Efo so what I say. So these are conditions or day or the mount. And that is why in my initial comment, me can say, ensure that entirely the case say as at last year. Ekuafo no ye day bibu ayi ntia
so what I've been told is say you're working certain companies woman etono enya sika bi
of course so that's what
and now one with the to bi
yes so so only me about betia say it is not generic in nature
say be ekuafo but the woman say ekuafo do no na no go but ebi in terms and yet too significant. That's the reason.
Unim, I don't want to medical culture say I don't want to look as though you are arguing with the
farmer, yeah.
But the statistics are and say we projected to buy 650,000 metric tons. As we speak, we've been able to buy about 550,000 metric tons and over. You understand? So what is left? And then they say we have about 100,000 metric tons. I bear more pap near to. But even with this, no, the real issue, and then say your project is a bro. Do you know why? Because as we speak, the cocoa price at Ghana, it is expensive than all the African countries. There is no African country and the cocoa boy certainly. So when we say for the first time in recent years, no, yati say enami cocoa woho enso no but last year as last year we were not hearing that because cocoa were being smuggled out because now you're born and you're competitive enough and they were smuggling to other countries but Siciano they are not motivated or incentivized to go outside Ghana so more day
because they're born in here
and you know it has brought pressure. Look, quite unfortunately for us, Ebona a picky to almost $12,000. Now Ebona around $4,100. Let me imagine. Last year, yes, bono.
But then I'm checking that I shall see a picky about 2.9%.
2.9%.
Yeah.
So from 2.9% adding to what? I can't say home. That's what I say. So even as a last year, yes, bono. We were able to declare a year an FOB, gross FOB of 7,200. In a month, in 70%. And you know, $5,040. $5,040 per ton. But Siciano, even a bono on the international market is $4,100. And even the farmer share now, yeah, the man no. The international market buyers no. Are shifting to other neighboring countries. You know what they are doing? Because Oko Togo ne Cote d'Ivoire money are there. They are buying cocoa cheaper. As against Infa, as against Ghana. Because Ghana, you know, they are still your price in your day. And you maintain. But here is the case. Before say, a cocoa no be could do a year a bay due for shipment. Naka cocoa board abo on every ton of cocoa. It's around $6,300. $6,300 per ton. It's our boss aka win na. Now or see Utua 4,100. So difference in the way. So difference is about $2,300 or $2,200. Where are you getting it from? The difference so now every ton of cocoa I be ya say ya de komo bruni say on tono. Then it means say you need to find a year money and you see this about $2,300. About $2,300.
They are working second idea word. It's just a documentation is available to prove because I'm just saying come away by and we learned Honorable Joseph former chief executive Joseph Boahinedu. Yeah. Because no, they are more that is not the reality.
There is no way. In fact, Papa
it's not BBC saying.
In fact, Papa Nebeye interview. I think so you Peace FM. Ebeji to say yes. Muslim Aboka 33, almost 33 billion. You understand? So Maboka almost 33 billion. No credit, but Obabe Chichi. And that is why the current chief executive because if say Mesumi Fiho. Now, because I made 33 billion money at the account, then where will be the stand of COCOBOD?
Na COCOBOD processes quite more fast so ye a trade. And yet the usual trajectory, and yet idea it follow the suit. Because I say or painted the picture for us to know say yeah the Friday is someone complaining about.
I don't know the fufu. In the fact is that when unia ba sebe adasa ane say that is the norm. Is that the case? Is that the case?
So a caninti and a masadi we are lucky abeshi e kwa yintimi.
So what it means is so what it means is say apart from the fact say a boss wanted drastically. Not even international buyers no. A compare senka ye boss obete. Aye da su jina baby aye jina. Na omode o mani chire baby foforo no. The only safer thing and kebe boyen. As at that time say if senka who even syndicated eda hwa. Enka there is no way ebia ye behu an issue of say ebia sika wo ho ana ya tobi koko ye nye den. Intia ye ana say ye say we wouldn't have had these issues.
Okay, it's now.
So from where it's coming from, in she be ni nyoma bi a yanye den, yanye ni ye no. Eno aye den. Edi aba be.
Say what do we do? What do we do?
So what
to be?
Yes, so what what we are doing now. Eye companies na omo akope o musika. Edi talk cool no. E money ade no. Yes. I started in kakra.
Enti broni ni sika no de man na sa companies ni bi enya ya omode.
Oh yeah, omunya. So those companies they are sorted. So what I say. But few companies are omone ye den. Ekope omusika.
Yeah.
Eto kuku de bre eye kuku board. E de bre kuku board no. Omona kuku board ni omo ye eye nkratasem. And na mi fi office. Now almost everything is done. I think they will start sorting out some of the LBCs. Mubenye no more day. No more de ako emonade. But even the cases. And the LBCs ni bebre oska. But do you know why? Depending him say a bonus what ye day. E wa mansenja so. Broni na oye off taker no. Broni ni nye ready say or sign any contract. A bonus was to change the current price na ye day. E wo ho no. So the person is asking himself, say, maybe Tokoko no, I'm not no even 5,040 no. Me time we na makako yeden. I could turn the same. Max, what I say?
Because when to a more chance of one because
so Mako turn the same. And that is why government has taken decision and a position say, yam pesa di we hu pomasibre once and for all. Because akwakoye kind of a structural issue. Recurrent issue be a bar money a day. So I was say you dealing with the issue once and for all. Ni ehune say a kwan say ni ye fa so aye den. Aso sa enema we ano. Said the beya that chi ni achire bi akra e bi ba kra mpo na. Ye ni say kwan we ni ye fa so aye den. E dealing with the matter. So huno na kuani nkoye affected and as obi enkonkoye affected.
Yeah, more at the end decision I'm take you cocoa syndication.
So as we speak, you know, commodity bebre ekoso as to the financing of the crop. So what I say. Because first, you know, now cocoa bush as now buying and finance. We came to the syndication. It also had its own challenges. Money the new financing model say Brunino a pre-finance. The pages of cocoa, yehu and also a hawa and also a day, a wahu. So meetings, consultations, a day, and when it is done, yeah, sure, say the baby to jama.
Say, woman, I can't complaining. Say, we say, more young, she says, almost.
Oh, yeah, almost a become.
The president is in the business, cannot much me.
Yeah, they will get money and then they will sort them out.
It's one chain copy, baby.
Oh.
As I did stand.
So what I say? I say I am not the final authority. Inti no nyame principals ebe communicate a me no nyame adoma me de beba beto amanfo nyina eni.
Okay.
That
all right. Yes.
Dabi. Oh, enyeshi man.
Me no ha so be bua Ghana. Yeah. Who na wo ye pure politics o. Ono ba ha ne kasa no. O man fa credit mo bia on kan nti. Mama bisa no question I be bua Ghana for. Me question is say
Amanta na keep right. I'm here to moderate the question.
This is the first time ma close cocoa season in June December, yeah. Ma close ma jai talk to say
season.
Oh, that be cocoa for ne.
But that is what they are saying. Sana.
Cocoa no good them.
Yeah.
So
omunye obi quiet then and Tom man.
No, but let's
who says
almost macro see cocoa season. Okay. This is a moon tobium. Okay. It's a moon tobium no omo de no from December to January omo fanko ye no. This is academy. Okay. Enti sesi ano omo boka akoye club no so ni nipa obeto ma omo no ebi ni ho. Club na ye den e be say na be den no mo nyesika no mo say den e de abehye biom. Enti eno ne omo hawo.
And na the woman the kwan so say beans no so wo ha more na egu ho che no na mu ye. Na but explanation ade ma me every your friend Samuel questions here on them man because say akwa say say nye cocoa board na to cocoa direct.
Yeah.
It's a company
we don't buy direct.
It is a company no run a deficit. A business no so about it no automatically they say the season has to shut down. If sign it here.
Into what are we saying? Sesiano. It is a usika san all the better. And there be a quite mom no fanko country be on bet me akonya price at one.
So okay.
So there should be
manage.
Okay, because there should be a way out.
The last part now okay, you know. And mamo because a explanation na me my na. Me say there's no farmer today or you motivated because so small girl cocoa aqua bontia. There should be some incentives and a benefit albania. But here's the case, na ye born was as we speak. Into the coin. I say Yanko Ponchis, you know, why on our way. So I said,
but you see, tell me your tone bunch.
So hold on. Yanko Ponchis, you why on our day? Oko. So na ye born ye day. A was that is why even other countries, no, a person modi omukuku ye day. Ebaha. No more binya day, omubinya infraso. Look, your issue of say, Oma closey cocoa season no anase way. Yen closey cocoa season no in October. We don't close.
No, it's December.
Hold on, we don't close it in December. So as I said, we don't. Close it. You see, Mechire Mukacho said the issue is not even about money, because Mukacho said there are some of the license buying companies are almost money sika yeden e wo mo ho but say otokoko no at the farm grade price a year 5040 ehia de makua ni na okwa akoton a ebo na $4,100. Okay, hold on, and here's the case say off taker no the command no the off taker is saying say so what the bema me a ebo say na me dey metua so wo no your LBC na ask yourself say are you being motivated say be a water now what they are called and now say you will sit with government na government aye den apep masibre say the be ya ye betimi ato eye kokoko kakra na aye den aka no from the system near the aye den near the akọ so which one you are you now suggesting?
So me my journey say this is a case ade bia ehia ye de bia na we are telling them say omunye kokoko farming.
Yes.
Now, omaye na price aye di turn for now no international market no.
We understand. No, so what are you proposing?
So me proposal na iba. So say international market no about down. Cocoa yenim say e ba from ekosoro. Now, to motivate the cocoa farmer because ye twa na ye de galamsey kra ye ne omukun. Sa den no mutwa. Nti what are then na government mean can say there mami subsidize and I say mami nyana wo na wo ba beto no o sika na
betumi subsidize
e boa bibi Because for now, no
additional caviar.
No, any additional caviar bar. The cocoa farmer will not suffer because at the end of the day, when push you, someone
No, let me just answer you quickly. When we talk about the issue of subsidy,
issue of subsidy, your instance, I bind it to me gay.
Yeah, sure. I bind it to me gay. I don't know what so I balance no. Also confirm na be boy.
Don't be married the two.
Okay. And one year on. And nya dia be brebebru nti nya bo me kire mu.
Okay, abraja oni suban yo.
You spoke about subsidy.
Yeah.
And I'm a boy. Okay. McJerry, when we took office, right from January 7th, 2025, when we took office, the price of cocoa on the international market started declining. Okay. The two factors I determine the price of cocoa, the price on the international market, and then the exchange rates. These are the two factors.
Yeah.
These are the two factors. So, an export company. Company will export commodity. Abribia no. Umpa ebone say ebi kwa na o currency no. Ebe depreciate a bit. The moment
because I don't
ubenya a lot of
inflows now.
So as I say, ubenya a lot of inflows. So typical example in 2024, time aye abanda da no ho no more set price no. They use an exchange of 16 cedis. An exchange rate of 16 cedis. So you say an exchange rate of 16 cedis. Now McJerry, say per ton crampon na $1,000. Automatically you are getting a revenue of how much? 16,000, right?
Yeah.
Asemka, anameboa.
Supposing, yeah.
Now it came out to 10 cedis. So when it came to 10 cedis, no, your revenue comes to 10,000 cedis. Then what it means is we're losing a 6,000 cedi what difference. So that is subsidy number one. So what it meant is say, you buy ye na cedi na ho den e cost ro. Okay, e bo na anya den amafom. So you are subsidizing. What subsidizing you are from January, February, March, April, May. Yes. April, May, June. Then you close see a season, you know. Another unfortunate aspect is also experiencing here. Say, McJerry, only said last year, you share born 2 times. You share bako on the 2nd of a year. Was it? No, 4th of August.
Last year, 2025.
Last year, 2025, 4th of August. And you share bono. You share bono every year, no. October.
Yeah.
2nd also. And you also review a year price.
Price,
Ebe you see an exchange rate of 11.5. Okay. At the year bono. Ejina sa Sydney jina 11.5 for only 2 weeks. A free October. Atiaba for in the 10th out to even then. Now, so what it meant in NSA, Sikebiana enru 11.5. Say edu 11.5, I say you are even breaking even. So what I say, just say wunya na pepe. But ekojine be at 10.5, then it means you say every ton na wuton biya no. One CD ahead a free so. But that's what I say. Abine subsidizing. Because Abine didn't review the price to correspond with the exchange rates. So Abine
the Ikasa Abine subsidized. Abine in the reserves. Say Menkasa more administration.
Yeah.
And what I mean is a cocoa board and reserves being here. Say yeah, call price in the peak here. You negotiate here near for now. I didn't pick it, but the let me give you back home.
Let me give you a let me give you a
but in case of when area,
Adia baby said bia one you.
Yeah.
Okay, under NDC 1 under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yeah, the fund be by an fairness stabilization fund. Do you know what it was meant for? It was meant for some of these things, but President Akufo-Addo buy it was depleted. There was even no money in it.
Now, stabilization fund, now your fund.
No. So the stabilization fund was for some commodities here, you're exporting.
Then you're no go.
So no, it wasn't for the oil alone. So utu kushin aya cocoa oil in a good. Say in case say a bonnier day, a buffer or moving one stabilization fund never. It's been depleted. It's been depleted. It's been depleted.
Amanta cry.
So what I say? It's been depleted.
So it has been depleted. I didn't trigger RTI. Now one more time say answer the time we move through. Next can send it.
Oh yeah, this is a public knowledge.
Maybe I was going to also mobile messages going to support $1. Munya sky is support $1.
Me say a baby
am supported $1.
A baby am your friend Moses Sika order. But I said $1 and intervention. Only so back of Ghana books. You finance back when I was $1 automatically and one
financial me yellow.
Anyway, let's come on the most serious note.
Oh God!
We say Bibisa at the second war. Na we say ya. Ye are so asane. Na kwankwa say dey kafo for the baby on my.
Ya no musu ntwen ope. Minim sen hihye a ebeba. Okay. Some of these issues will be taken care of.
Okay.
So as I said, some of these issues
I disagree with you.
Which one do you do?
Yeah. Because you see, Jerry, Munim said, more close season. No, you say. Do that so never good for never good them. So I'm saying
someone tell you can season. But the acquire say Sika Jenya from the your friend say international market no ye the barbeto no they are 80 ton no they are top. The intimate toy say you toy.
Even aside that, I've explained to you. Hold on. Even aside that, I've explained to you. Say it is not even about. It's not even about the money issue. Say LBC is nipo eto, but LBC no eto. LBC ni bisa say off taker na. Off taker ben na why you ready?
Because also price
no at this price now me turn no. Until you need to negotiate, you need to sit down and find solution.
Yes, season no more close season no.
No season be.
That's not say what close.
Na season close.
I don't go ni entoya. Magjerry, I don't go na entoya. Kojo ko na kojo maya. Say
no. Close season.
Magjerry, I know a political game. I know a political game.
Which game?
Magjerry.
Me say one more.
Political game.
Political game. Say Magjerry. O say wa unim say o say nipa na obeto kokoo no oto na odi kwa manonia.
Yeah.
Price na odi be wakonya no enso
to
be boka. Enti say waja ito no. Oh, miss.
Enti say okwa kantamanto. Dabi okwa kantamanto. Now oka say
Mama Jaito. So say they are making arrangements, sir.
Magjerry,
one more the LBCs no so that
from late
the aka
from late December up to now no.
Who says so?
Akoko egu from na obi egu dem obia entoye no. Sa akoko no ense ya na. And say egu ho no what do you expect say the farmer no obedi? So I am saying say Magjerry and no a political game ni say when nipa na obeto no say me de kwa me boka enti me den Jaito. So what Jaito? So you are not buying. What man say? As simple as ABCD where a practical terms. You see, that be politics talking now. Politics talking now. All names are there. Magjerry. You see, also we can say be friend say funny face. Obi channel Range Rover na that's no kaje. See Range Rover dey a channel na sika no dey better fuel no so yasem. Enti I say unika no. What do you say? Can this was to me to fuel and ride it? So only can. Magjerry government near the deal no. Magjerry government near the deal no. It's the government who here cocoa no. What do you say? Omodi for something alternative. What do you say? No Magjerry check from Cocoa for no be
na timelines are free no but said you can take
whatever I'm doing no based on I can give some outside
me na me percent the first we are one statement
so I am saying say Magdalene na me passion say Magdalene aban only cocoa farmers na there e dealing almost small gepo a o se da so I'm saying say government see we no so omoto am be boka and the government can tell what are the alternatives okay cocoa farmers for now no you dey come na ya boka until I can even liaise with you people say ebia Cote d'Ivoire na me be kwa koto a Mumfa Cote d'Ivoire I can even help you no so Magdalene so cocoa farmer no dey come kunu David cocoa farmer no dey come kunu na so look for alternative you are the government Magdalene yes
I will never
I agree with you
yes so you go Cote d'Ivoire
because no cocoa farmer dey come kunu I so an alternative. Magdalene, o maso na mo nye adwuma o feed them. Say you feed them. Nipa na ko ye adwuma. So adwuma no o di ko ba bia koton o say dabi o be chi na tom. O be gi ni nyama kura confiscate.
And we shouldn't encourage.
I understand. So I am saying for now, mo pesika. Mo pesika na mo events e kwafo no. Enya sa na it is not motivating enough say me kwa kodo. And you say Magdalene ye swani ye fokura no me there was a time bia a year bia ye phone a brono ye boka a brona mfifi unim nem papa ye me papa ma me sika as if say me brona me do ye no aye fufu because just to encourage me say next year mess how you do
but that's okay mami ana me ko ati for no conclude on the now
na Nevi amini na minizo si usua de wie bia me
kasa de kwafo
kwa via kom di omo kwafo ma otimi to someone
yes ehini o
mini pa that is why your colleagues are listening to you
that's why intimate omo kasa o
kom di
e kasa yeti o
mini
beti na mutu opposition for so issue monya botra ni address me ana be page
Magdalene adenu osi nipa ni so kwa amanania okwa mania obeboka nti koko kwani ni kom kunu
I understand
eno ni problem no eno ni problem no koko kwani ni kom kunu
so Mark once me share me catch you me bu baby catch you say there ye fun eje ane dey any on me
that's all
ye fun je ane on me
so na watu ni boss it
dia koku kwani ni pese what any sikasem
that's all
and that is exactly what we are doing exactly me catch on and say as admifi office in Pono incomodia ekoso is to put finality to it sika beba ye dey make you so what is your problem
Sadio we am say yato abawie 2016
now was Canada
similar thing well I don't know well we somewhere nyabotre na issues ni bi o ha e say ehwe na ka na you because history bi wa ye nyina ye part of it 2016 year to abawie by time mobile initially yen to made na cost of one market muntum for 3 consecutive periods am I yetra ha ka say what is happening I'm saying now abandada no teacher we wo eso mutuatua ka bi and the same reason similar one and
the same mama
it's so we again I did a lot of interviews
yes but I have
what is happening
you see apart from that time no
and I can no boy Magdalene
that time na ye nyina no ye nyana na ye tete no obeka say it was
but I don't dey na one moto na ntumu na ba but na ye wu say e piki
hold on Mami Kasen. You see, the issue of no money, I can even give us at 22nd September 2024. There was issue of even no money. I hear Dr. Brian, as at that time, Minister of about the same but you know, you see, dear Nancy, dear woman, intercommand na senior day, and so I don't have a problem, and I don't want to base. I'm not a type. You overemphasize on the problem, and I say, "Ubia yibida money." Those kind of sentiments now, sort of. No, I don't want that. But the issue in say Obekaya, the reason why for 2 consecutive, in fact, 5 years, 8 years, President Akufo-Addo, etnasano, 3 years, Koko no yantumu one sitting pool. 2017-2018. Do you know the reason why yantumu? The reason why I am to say not on the international market, a bonus was by $800. $800. So it means that one factor to determine the price is what. However, as of 2024, the exchange that we used, Cocoa board was even 4 cedis. But fortunately for us, no, our mobile now do 4.5. So it means that the depreciation of the currency has even made up for the losses in terms of revenue. Now, Ubenya as occasioned by the decline of the price of $800. But it became a reason and justification for non-increment. And the same thing happened for 2018-2019. In fact, 2019-2020, Yetumu just 40 cedis. In 2021, by virtue of LID, living income differential,
no,
a buyer, no price in the year day, a cost row. Just 2020, 2021, a bonus answer in Geneva. So when you look at the trajectory, how it went, I will bring the document and let you know, say, under MPPA and MPPA, what they did in terms of the pricing. Omobaka se mube fi wakono muja a price of 3,100. No, I will tell you what happened. What happened was that the international market price had peaked. They did not even use a year price. I was say omu use. They did not even use it. Number two, our CD had depreciated to the extent say we were getting a lot of revenue. Boss, I decided to
stop
be very
hitting
calm.
my table.
Hold on. You see, when it comes to the issue of cocoa debate now, maybe MPP now, I will show from talking about some of these issues like me free home. Hold on. And that is why I don't want. That is why I don't want you to.
All right.
That's why I don't want you to politicize it.
Jerome. It seems you build it point, you know. But the idea said how can you know? Say interventions we over more ya. Say we speedy ya.
Yeah, speedy ya. Yeah, you same boat.
Say
speedy ya the nam. Yeah, you same boat.
Baby, I made doubt mo.
Oh.
Yes, be 500,000 tons or something.
Oh, doubt here.
Yeah, I'm doubting.
On the basis of what?
I'm doubting.
On the basis of what?
Said yes, you're
for more. You have a reason to.
And it's maybe said they are more one. Like how the documentation be bank can be
studied. You have a reason to doubt.
Yes, I doubt because they are okay. For one more case into
you cannot shift the burden.
So that's
you've not proven anything. How would you say?
But even in the meeting today, I doubt.
Oh, how can
you doubt? Be a can I no cry no crazy.
I will verify. Doubt is all my in your bow. Because me, I'm talking about facts.
Okay, my main comment. So how you did 100.9 03022579002. In fact, metaphor na issue were very important in morning show no so cry ne and I be try say many Jerome ye Fred saying ye be shadow na ko waba na be chire say no am say de ekoso because said the kuafo no nyame adoma ye nya ne tie so am say bombe demonstrate no me ade na say yetimi nya briefing be a free cocoa board no mutimi ma ye tie ase enti na nwumre na waba yede abua biebie enroma ni so but Jerome who say akuafo no mo engage omo de ade ye kan ade awe the party the party friend kwa onim so eno no so ade o ade a hard
uni bibi
engaging them
and akuafo no to me frame me oh Jerome e pon no de ne kura mhwe apart from power so no but o de munye bibi kaka so they appreciate the share ene kwani nti say 42 kwani no ene koko kwani nye 1942 kwani no but was what I say.
All right mame kwa amano so na yenu komo 0302257902 0302243540 oda there
I say 2024 come 1982 there
but anyway Jerome that's so bad
that's
I'm sure okay ma menje wadu enche beba chomajo
good evening, Honorable Major.
yes sir yes you to say
Me pacho from me brighter me kasa free abuso.
All right
Nyame enko so a inshira no bo ho ban. O boy juma e de bo o man Ghana papa. Ma mintia me no be Major. Na mintia ono abo ahia maso. Any honorable courage makafi no na pepo wa TDC. any regional chairman honorable Ashimo, maybe I'll be an American. For share 20 under MPP, we share a for brown more bray. A year cocoa for na ye chakoko egu ni ade ene aban we buy omotimi aboa ekuafo papa ene koko omodua koko no enti na yetimi anya koko bebre because emrebe etwemu no ye nkoko sa na ye twitwa egu ene ade na edi 2 galamsey sa ade ni na so etwa enti se omusu koko wo a ye nto a aban bebo modian se bebi akoko no obi ano omba kokoto na omudi abo because koko no ebo oman no ema oman so enye sika yie ba ese ebo aban na baso because insurance she ya omudi agukwan mu ede ma ekuafo ene Ghana fo nyina no omo ya de pa omo bo ama Ghana eko enim Ghana etopon she petrol ene aba.
Okay. Medan say mame fa next one. Meba to majo. Yetio kasa kasa ni anko. Oh, kasa yo. Hey, we're not talking with you.
Hello.
Yetio.
Ayi baba ya bi wa ra ko ni ya ma baba
bra, on network no say me to accommodate my for next one. Meba to majo. Yetio. Ajani mo yanko.
Yo, alimrele sasa we the system. Mambo ya chuma. Isa no pesa. Aba biki. Double here. Na menka mo na wulira mo. Never go your na menka wa dampo. If we can come work for the country and it's law. So, Coco ya baya tu. Coco baya kana be 1876 was the China. The second to cover Coco baya. Coco yana na what did you want? I think ya time. Coco ya plata ni adaya. Adaya mu see ni na aye. Coco ana mu see. Ba agree press ade Coco na see mu no. Da bi e ka Coco ase. Ana Coco munno. Yebetu mama mo. Munno. Yebetu mama mo. Abetu ba bitu neze ya brana mo beti camera. Ko ji tikani o. Aje te Coco ye good dem na e kuranda everything.
Okay, mame fa next one. Meba to majo.
Monsieur Suma Jari.
Yetio.
Of Akeni, no press station.
Baba ke yetio. Ah, na say network it crowd there there. Hello.
Me to go.
Kasa.
But what's that?
Hello. Some more. Okay, but I'm trying this one. Beba to majo. Nyame adom yetio.
Pastor said in the President United States of Australia. Mr. Listener to me na Malaysia entity for so on my control my by ya. We are cutting to we are done here party here near ya pampa bomboa President Obama mama no man no ko ni chamu na
Medan say. All right, my main fa last one. My bacho majo. Yetio.
Yo, a friend Alex, me free dan soma. Me catch the a 24 se. E pesika wo piano. Omo modern. Omo koto koko akuafo no. E koko no. Omo msika. Because so be a juma is two time se ocha. Na onya the profit. No onya the sika de na de no wanya. Hard thing. Your mama would see any pa. Me assure say the omo kan nyina otie. Omo modern na erikopoku ena ho anwan a omo hwe kokoro zo omo koto omo mom sika obintimi koye adwuma na yentua na kasa o yes rewom omo pa bibi papa po okwanum
Meda say, Hana Medisi, Obibia of Frabia, that I say. To my dear friend, Torchlight. Some more.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's up with your Tony?
Yeah. Okay. Nya me can say NDS are buying Yesromo. Cocoa farmers no amobre. And Marjorie made the be a can say Arriba kwa main pe se meku fo na me hu wo. Na bibi yeme. Enti se koko kwani bebre isi to whatever bebre sa na owia obia ne ho beto. Wo a wo beto no so o say me boka ntimi nto. Mano ende ontu so say me man kwan no de akoba bi kra de akoto. So I'm saying say aden na the on pesika entu nsi ho. Because when I name the uses, when I name baby, I will call beton, or make profit. And send now work as I can. At do time be a bunch here then and make profit. And then when a basse or be behuina, it should be a buy and not the cocoa farmer. Old Mazan, be cocoa farmer there, the kakra will be a or the betop or nibe money in ma, alcohol market, a coto poku be a young coin, lies to be a momudi, and no mujun, some many be and no mujun. So I then a buying and more by saying, say, okay. But this guy is shame, and then I year or china be ye, and then I make a just say, me papa, there was a year be a me year, a bro family, no, not and koye, a browning day, and soon papa. What must say, but me papa chiamika, just to motivate me, said the following year, no, season, no, messiah day, I bium. Because when chiamika, who said no, Morano Bekun, na Morano would the I bleed your cramming my hobium, me family nice hobium. So he bought it, he paid me as if say, when you be a the and that is when you are a responsible government, these are the things ultimately or mindful or high. So I buy sa no back agenzo near top. But wa also nim say o to na o de kwa manonia o be boka nti enu nti na ho ntoye na ka say me include this na sa political talk no yenjai get to a point I won say we say na net and na wa ka no so mom kwan koto ba bia to mu wo ho na fa ba bi na koto ba bia obenya say the same sika no kra na to save the situation, to save the farmer no do it than to say adeno egu farmer ni dem na empro no mboka no blow na koje ya odikoto endo ede ikoko nu na fe de abanika. I think that aban ebi continue to behave this way now. Ebe mo omumura na mo de farming ebe na wu so a will sit here and say galamsey for air take over cocoa farming. Okay. Meanwhile we are not helping them. Michia me former MP Honorable Ahmed Atta. Any kan go South California. Any Dr. Okoboy, okay. Dr. Papa, yeah. And now first vice chairperson John Ada. And also enumerate Michiano baby or baby.
William Sangbo. William Sangbo. Okan Kwe South say or your constituency chairman hopeful Okan Kwe South on an outstanding canon. And I would say Bashiru Amantana, member of the NDC National Communication Bureau on the song Otenenka. Mede de Macgerio Agyeman Pius Bedu Bansen, a producer of Beta Mechi. And Okokroko Francis and Julie, 1 year studio assistant, almost so Ebwame. Ye ko nyame ya doma ye besenhia yawada near the Torchlight ye de bro ochina anopa Ghana muntie ye de bebro nyame ko bibian DJ Foreigner e take you over no aba onyom fe kama no de ade down